Uncle Tom.
Uncle Tom.
An Uncle Tom!
Like an Uncle Tom.
Hi, Uncle Tom.
Fuck Uncle Tom. The phrase Uncle Tom is often used to refer to individuals who conform to whiteness while at the same time separating themselves from their blackness. However, this stereotype is not how Uncle Tom was originally seen. Uncle Tom was first introduced to the world in Harriet Beecher Stowe's novel, Uncle Tom's Cabin. Many people attribute the start of the Civil War to Beecher Stowe's novel. However, that's a bunch of bullshit. It's important to note that there were dozens of slave narratives that spoke about the true nature of slavery and the conditions that enslaved black people face. These narratives were published way before Uncle Tom's Cabin. Stowe's novel just highlighted how Christianity was the way to go. Fun fact, James Baldwin calls the book a pamphlet, despite being over 500 pages long. Uncle Tom is an enslaved Christian black man who believes that true freedom is being Christian. Every character who is Christian wants to free Tom, but none of them do. In fact, Tom literally dies a slave. Tom's death represents his freedom as he is now able to go to heaven and party with the white folks. The author failed to depict the true horrors of slavery and instead suggests that Christians do not harm their slaves. In fact, throughout the book, there were Christian slave owners who intended to free Tom after a few years of free labor. I'm not sure why this book is considered an anti-slavery piece. Additionally, it's worth noting that the people who escaped slavery in the book were often lighter-skinned people, while those who remained enslaved had darker skin tones. Stowe's portrayal of black people in her novel has been criticized for dehumanizing them. Instead of depicting them as fully realized human beings, she used their enslavement to promote the idea that Christians are good. This is why Uncle Tom has become a stereotype. The term Uncle Tom is often used to describe a black person who is excessively subservient to white people and their expectations. Uncle Tom's story before being enslaved is not revealed in the book. We only know that he converted to Christianity 4 years prior and became the ideal slaves thereafter. The notion that black people could be civilized by adopting a religion created by white people is the origin of Uncle Tom's stereotype. We actually see a lot of Uncle Toms in movies and TV shows. Boondocks is actually a great example of this. Uncle Ruckus and Tom Dubois, two iconic characters who share a part of Uncle Tom's name. In fact, if you pay attention to the show, you realize they're just two sides of the same coin. Tom, a wealthy black man living in the suburbs married to a white woman, although he has no trouble fitting into white society, he struggles with his black identity. And Uncle Ruckus, described as a self-hating black man who's subservient to the white society at the same time he belittles the community he belongs to. Both men are Uncle Toms. In fact, in the episode The Passion of Reverend Ruckus, both Uncle Ruckus and Tom admit to hating their blackness. Uncle Ruckus becomes a pastor and preaches about white heaven and acceptance of white Jesus. He gains a temporary following which includes Tom. The term Uncle Tom is often used as an insult to describe a black person who's perceived as weak. Malcolm X referred to Uncle Toms as race traitors. Some people even use the term to describe conservatives. Uncle Tom, in essence, tries to achieve the white standard, but the problem is that the individual is black, and no matter how much they can conform to the white lifestyle, they'll always be seen as a nigga.